with the incorrect partner, and it was a learning experience as well for us. But now, like, we have a lot of really good partners that we work with. Part of that is, like, one of them is, like, they're the top tutoring service in the country, African-American owned. They're there to support us and support our students. They also do counseling for our students, which follows our mission, because we're not just there to speak with our student or speak at our student. It's more of a conversation, and we're there to also guide them through. And part of that is being able to have a listening ear and being empathetic to the student's situation, and offer them that customized guidance that's not cookie cutter, that's specific to their situation.
When you say counseling, are you talking about looking into their mental wellness?
We don't do mental wellness because we don't have, like, certified counselors. However, we've partnered with the University of Miami. They do have a mental counseling service for students, for K through 12 students, and also as old as, like, college level students, to help them through their mental challenge. But we don't have, like, certified counselors that work with our students, but they are well versed in what they do, and they work with at-risk and marginalized youth, so they understand what we're going through, whether it's immigrants or someone who doesn't have access to the right education. And believe it or not, even in the U.S., there are people who do not have access to
education. It's very challenging. I would even say education.
Yes, and for us, with us being virtual, we're able to serve all of those communities, whether they are remote or they are, like, right down the street from our office. So we pride ourselves in, like, having the right partnerships that can help us move our mission and our vision forward, which is making us accessible to and serve the at-risk youth.
I must tell you, finding the right partners is something that is very challenging. What are we talking about?
Yes.
Business? All personal. So to
Yes.
me, you speaking of this challenge is something that is very important. And I'm glad that you lost one live, because once you have the right partners, I think you grow gradually, I should say, and it's more fluid. You grow it with more fluidity, which would help the community at large. But to you, what does success looks like for you? Not just academically for your student, but in the lives of those students that you serve. What does success look like?
So for us, success would be a student who is fully immersed in their education and also their future, and who understand what it takes as well, right? Mm-hmm. So with us, we teach our students from a young age the sense of responsibility. You are responsible for your education. You are responsible for your future. Your parents are not. So that's something that we talk to them in. I know when we're going through, like, college and career planning, we have the harsh conversation with those kids. And I mean, 7th grader, we're having harsh conversations with them. They're telling us, like, well, I want to do this when I grow up. Okay. Do you want to live in your parents' basement?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Tough love.
The tough love, because we're able to show them these numbers and show them, okay, if you want to do this full time, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to feed yourself and be able to help your family or your future family. Let's think about an alternative. Maybe do this part time, and let's think about an alternative. So for us, I think it's having that student understand the challenges that they will face, and also giving them the tools they need to face those challenges and be successful. That's it for us.
Especially based on your choice. I recently spoke to one of my mentee in Haiti, and she was saying that life is so hard for her. I said, well, if you want to look at it, people from your generation or generation before could always say that life was always hard. But our young children need to understand that with success comes sacrifice. With sacrifice comes a choice. One of my biggest pet peeves is that when I talk to somebody in Haiti, they went to 4 universities. It seems like there was never a goal of working. It was just a goal of learning. And one of the things that I talk to them often is earn while you learn, or learn to earn. So that's me in my little world.
Yeah, I mean, what is your payback? Like,
yes, what is your payback? Because it's hard to make a choice. Somebody, and I make a joke about my cousin who didn't have a visa, we didn't have a passport, and my uncle never planned on leaving the country. We were living in Haiti back in the 90s, and then he used to tell my uncle that he wanted to be a doctor. So it's like, do you have the grades? If we were to get you a visa, how do you go live there? Should I pay for it? Do you have a family that's gonna be able to support you or sponsor you?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like him telling my uncle that he didn't want to do anything, but he just put something far-fetched just to pretend that he wanted to do something. So teaching our kids the discipline and the responsibility that your education and your success depends on your willingness to make certain sacrifice. I don't think it's even tough love. I think it's just plain love.
Yeah, and I think like, I mean, for us, another challenge I would say that we've had is because our mission is to help marginalized community. Those parents who are in need and they have that child who's failing out of school, they call us, and we're a private school, we're tuition based, and a lot of those families, they can't afford a private pay, right? That challenge was something that galvanized us to apply for a virtual instruction program with the state of Florida. And again, like with the right partnership, we were successful in attaining and achieving that goal this year. So this year we became the first Black-owned school in the state's history to be a virtual instruction program provider. We're on that coveted list of 10 providers. We're number 10 in the state of Florida. So now all students who are living in the state of Florida, who resides here, they can attend our program tuition free, utilizing the Step Up Scholarship. So
congratulations.
We're super happy. Yes, thank you so much. It's been a blessing, and I want to shout it from the rooftop and tell every parent. And the thing is that, like, the parents that are at need with Step Up, they don't know about Step Up. So please apply for Step Up. Is SUFS.org. That's their website, sufs.org. You can apply for different types of scholarships. If you have a student that's an ESE student, you can apply for the Family Empowerment Scholarship for students with unique abilities. You get up to $11,000 or $15,000 for that child's education. So imagine being able to take control of your child's education and your child's future, giving them the opportunity to have a better future with this scholarship program. So I would strongly advise your listeners everywhere on all the platforms to please go on SUFS. If you reside in the state of Florida, go on Step Up's website, apply for Step Up. We are on Step Up. We are a full provider with Step Up. So if you want to attend our school, it will be tuition free for you as long as you have the Step Up Scholarship, and you'll be able to enjoy all of the services that we offer.
This is amazing. Can you imagine the question was about challenges and opportunities? So not only we spoke about the challenges that you face, the challenges that sometimes the parents, they face because lack of knowledge, not knowing that they could apply for Step Up and cover that private school tuition through a scholarship with Step Up. Let's go into the future vision. What are your goals for the school over the next 3 to 5 years? I know in the beginning you started talking about retirement, and I know this is not going to be part of what you say it's going to happen within the next 5 years. You are way too young to retire.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I wish I could. I'm tired of working, but I love what I do. I love my student and
the team and your staff. You have to say that.
People, I love my staff, and I love my board, my executive board. So it's hard to just leave them and walk away. It's a never-ending. I work every day because I love what I do. So I would say our vision is to have physical campuses throughout the state of Florida first. And the reason why I say that is because we actually presented our executive board. We actually presented this vision to the mayor of the city of North Miami Beach. And he loved it. And the city of North Miami Beach, they are willing to partner with us to help us have a physical campus, bring us from the virtual world and have a physical campus where we will be able to service all of the students that are in North Miami Beach who are looking for alternative education. And those kids, they can still utilize the step up scholarship, and there will be no out of pocket tuition for the
The
parents,
parents.
because we want to make ourselves accessible. And not only our school will offer K through 12, but we will also offer CTE. So
What's
like
up? There you go again with the acronym.
certificate programs. So we will be able to help students, high school students who don't really want to go straight into a college or 2-year or 4-year university. We will help them while they're going through our program get degrees like plumbing, electrician,
Wow,
HVAC, even drone piloting, getting a pilot license.
that's
So
nice.
we're gonna partner with the FAA to offer pilot license to students,
That would
because
be a
those are
great
high demand. Yes, those are
that would
high
be a
demand
great
careers.
expansion, yeah. And
Yes.
earlier when you started the conversation, you did mention that when you go through the career development, you look into the high demand jobs. Because I remember when I was graduating from college as an electrical engineer, most of my friend on their third year, they decided to become nurses because it I never regretted it. I don't want to do nothing with nursing. Well, I love my nurses. They saved my life so many times. But it's because at that time, people were not understanding what a trend is, because what's good now might not be good tomorrow. So as I entered, I really wanted to be an engineer. But then on my third year, nursing was it. So should I change? Kudos to those who changed, made six figure before me, but I love what I love. So, and I
Mhm.
think your goal for the school, it's very commendable, because it brings about an expansion that goes beyond what anybody will get from any schools. So beside that expansion, do you have any particular program that you're excited about that you want to share? Because I have programs that I want to share with you.
Yes. So we are an NCAA approved school.
Let's
So
go back
meaning
to
that
the
it's a
acronym.
national athletic. I think it's a national athletic something college.
Now you can take
So
your
it's for
time
student
because I'm
athletes.
gonna cut it. NA.
So NCAA. So student athletes from anywhere in the world,
Mm-hmm.
they can earn NCAA credits from us, and they can apply as athletes and get scholarships to come and play sports, college sports in the US in Division 1, Division 2 schools, which means that that child has more opportunities of being recruited in the professional sports.
Okay.
So our program, the beauty of our program is that we work with our athletes.
Okay.
So whatever schedule that they have, so we give them the opportunity to perfect their craft
Hmm.
while still maintaining their academic tenure.
And
So
and and the NCAA that covers not only one sport. So if any children listening to us now from any countries and they have a special ability, whether it's in basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey, I don't care, and they would
gymnastics,
love any
cheerleading,
gymnastic. Oh my God, swimming under the
cheerleading,
water.
yeah,
Perfect.
cheerleading, swimming, Olympians, like kids that are training to be Olympians
Wow.
because they
Yes.
start very young. We give them the opportunity to to focus on their craft and provide them access to our quality program, so their
Wow.
education, so not only they are competitive in their sports, they're also competitive in their academic when they are applying for college.
I'm gonna keep on saying awesome.
I mean, we try to again, um, our mission, our motto is where education meets technology. So we're utilizing technology to make education better. So to revitalize the mission of education, what that foundation of education was, which is being accessible to any students, no matter their location, no matter what their background is, their financial background is, or where they are located in the world. As I mentioned before earlier in our previous session, the right to have an education, access to quality education, is a right, is a birthright. It is not a privilege, and we should start treating it like that. And that's what we stand behind.
Miss Malivert, I always look at you as the young 20-year-old that you look like. But
Thank you.
we're going in closing. I really commend what you're doing and the effort that you put forth. People will not realize that there's other things that you do in the community, but you still focus on that. What have you learned about leadership through your work in education? I usually tell people readers are leaders. That's all I know when it comes to education and leadership. What have you learned personally, and what advice would you give an educator who's probably fed up with the system, looking for other opportunities? Because I know you mentioned that you had partnered with an organization that does tutoring for Black kids or for minority kids or for at-risk kids, because we want our youth to see themselves in who they are learning from. So what have you learned about leadership through your work in the education system?
I've always admired, like, when people ask me, like, who would be your model leader? I'm a preacher's kid. So I was raised in the church. Haitian, you go to church 24/7. I've always admired, yeah. So I always admired the leadership of Jesus, right? He was a servant leader. And for us, and for me, when I speak with a parent or when I speak with a student, no matter how old that child is, they could be a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old, or they could be our adult learners, because we do offer adult the opportunity of getting their high school diploma. I put myself in that student's shoes to really understand, to really be empathetic to what their needs are. And I think that, like, you have people who, when they get to a certain level of education or a certain level of status or whatever, they fail to be able to connect on an emotional level or psychological level with their customers. And our students are our customers, and so are their parents. So we treat them as such. And that's why we involve them in the whole process of getting their education process with us. So I think that the advice I would have is, just be empathetic. Be empathetic to people and understand that everyone is an individual. We all have, like, as you can see, I have 10 fingers. They each have their own individual print
identity and length.
So, and length, right? So we all are individuals. So we should treat each other as such. It's not a cookie cutter. Everyone needs to be heard, and everyone must be heard in order for you to be able to, even if you are an entrepreneur, for you to be able to serve them better. Your customer is not just a money bag. There's someone that you're trying to change their lives through the services that you offer.
So what is the call to action now?
For us, for the state of Florida, we want students to register. Okay. We went through the process of being a provider with the state. So now we're free. So please, if you are a Step Up Scholarship recipient, please look for us, K-12 Preparatory Academy. We are on Step Up. We offer full program K-12, as well as our private tutoring sessions. We offer college and career planning. So if you are a parent, you have a K-12 student, and you want to offer them the opportunity for academic success and personal success, please visit our school's website, k12prepacademy.com, or you can give us a call at 1-800-218-5709.
You can repeat it again? Can you repeat the number again?
1-800-218-5709. And if you are an international student, you can call us on WhatsApp at +1 321 287 4821, and we can help you.
I promise that my call to action is to help you do information sessions. That's one. The next thing that we're gonna do workshops with organization that help students understand the process of getting scholarships, because your job is to teach. Your job is to bring new initiative within the school for people to be able to have access. But when you go out of your way to help somebody fill out a scholarship application, that's a little extra, and you probably will need more staff. So those are my commitment, and that wasn't a call to action, but I create my call to action. So I invite our listeners to create an opportunities, and I really mean to create an opportunity, because oftentimes you hear something and you feel like, this doesn't concern me. I already have my high school diploma. I want to see a community that seeks information. Oftentimes, whether if it's educational, business, or politically, we see people sit and wait for the information to get to them. Sometimes the information will never find its way to you. You have to be an information seeker. I'm sorry to say, yes. When people say, I don't know, how could you not know? It's there. Where were you living?
And I wanna add a caveat to what you just said. Yes. Step Up Scholarship, they don't advertise. They do not advertise. So if you don't go out and look for them, you're not gonna find them. But you have a free state funding, and this year the governor just signed a bill to add $2 more billion to Step Up. So Step Up is not only here, it's also growing. So, and when the people who are taking advantage of Step Up, a good amount of them, they're not the marginalized community. They tell their friends, and then their friends apply, and then that's how it goes. And so please, even if you don't have a child, someone who has a child, a K-12 child. And even if you are an adult and you have your high school diploma, an adult who didn't have their high school diploma. We have the fastest accredited high school diploma in the country. Wow. Within 5 months, an adult students can earn their high school diploma. And we've had students who finish in less than 3 months, because they're able to transfer their high school credit that they've earned 20, 30 years ago. As long as you have access to your transcript, we will work with you and get you to get your high school diploma so you can start earning money and help your family. We've helped over 1,500 adults since we started in 2019 earn their high school diplomas worldwide since we started. So we can help you too as an adult learner.
Ms. Malivert, can you quickly explain the difference between a GED and the high school diploma?
Sure. So the GED was not made for the normal population. When you look at the history of GED was created by Congress to help the soldiers that came from World War II. They were coming home, and they were recruited before they got their high school diploma, before 18. So now you have an influx of soldiers coming back. They need to go into the workforce. So the GED was created. So the questions that are asked in the GED, no normal person is going to understand that. And that's the reason why you have a high failing rate in the GED. And some people, they think that, the GED is free. It is free for you to attend it. But then, like, when you're taking the test, you pay for it. You pay for the test. In addition to that, when you get your GED, you don't go straight into college level courses, because it is an equivalent to a high school diploma. It's not a high school diploma. So what the college will do, they will use your Pell Grant, the free money that the government gives you to get an AS degree, an Associate of Science degree, which is a 2-year degree. They will use that free money and get you to do your GED within that 2 years. And if you don't get it, and they'll have you take remedial English, remedial math. So all the classes you were supposed to take in high school, you're going to take those at a college level. You're going to take those in college. So you're not even earning any credits towards your degree. So it is a waste of time and a waste of that free money that the government gave you through the Pell program, the Pell Grant program, and you're basically burning that money by taking remedial courses that are not even helping you. The high school diploma, even as an adult learner or as a K-12 student, it is the best path, because once you finish to get your high school diploma, you can apply for financial aid. You can apply for scholarships with it. You can go straight into your degree, whether it's an Associate of Science degree, an Associate of Art, or you want to go straight for your bachelor's degree. So you have a better, it's a time saver. And it's a money saver too, because you can use scholarship, you can use free funding to help you start your college journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it from Miss Malivert. I was so excited, so honored to have this conversation with her. And I am super excited that you get to hear from her for a whole hour. So twice, 2 sessions of 30 minutes conversation with Miss Malivert, whose passion and her dedication for this community, for education, for community empowerment just blows me away. She was able to build a learning environment that supports children, not only academically, but virtually and internationally. Ms. Malivert, thank you so much for creating a pathway of opportunities for the next generation with their talent. I was truly honored for having you. And I hope that our audience will not only give us that call to make sure that they stay informed about their education, about their community. And if they lost your number, they could Google my name, they'll find my number. And I only have one virtual school that I'm supporting, which is the K-12 Prep Academy. Use the information wisely. As I'm going to repeat it again, if you don't need it, somebody you know needs it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is attorney Lorna Rosenberg-Joseph from ILG Immigration. In these difficult immigration times, you don't have to go through it alone. We are here for everyone, for all communities facing immigration challenges. At ILG Immigration, we handle removal defense, family petitions, VAWA, U visas, habeas corpus for wrongful detention, and many more. We're not just local, we serve clients nationwide. Call us today at 786-730-0597. And remember, ILG Immigration, your fight is our fight, and your future is our mission.
M'invite nous pour nous tendre conversation communautaire. Non, moi c'est Djenane St Fleur, moi porter petit segment ça pour nous célébrer communauté, pour nous célébrer monde qui travaille dans communauté. Célébrer communauté, converser, faire conversation avec ressources que nous gagnons dans communauté. Essayer de transformer connexion nous avec monde, transformer connexion nous avec situation. Sou vle patronner ou bien sou ta vle yon invité dans segment ça, relé 954 638 83 21. Pas oublier brancher pour nous connecter, pour nous célébrer, pour nous faire conversation à communauté.